Greetings to everybody. Outcome-based education is a very important and vital topic in our educational system today in India. Not only in India, throughout the world. If you want to understand what is outcome-based education, first we have to understand what is an outcome. And if we have to understand what is an outcome properly, then we have to understand the difference between an objective and an outcome. See, what is an objective? Objective is with respect to the teacher. Outcome is with respect to the student or the learner. Now, for example, objective means with what intention a teacher is teaching a course or is teaching a particular topic. It is entirely focusing on the intention of the teacher. Now, outcome means it is entirely focusing on the student. In brief, outcome means after learning a topic, what the student is able to do, that is what is called as an outcome. So now I very clearly understand that objectives are different and outcomes are different. A teacher teaches with an intention, but is that intention being carried forward and is the student able to do? If the student is able to do, then it is an outcome. Intentions alone do not matter. It is very important that the student is able to perform. After teaching, what the student is able to do is an outcome. Now, from this, we will go to what is called as an outcome-based education. See, in the year 2014, India became a permanent member of Washington Accord, and from that particular time, accreditation has become outcome-based accreditation, which simply means that outcome-based education is the base for outcome-based accreditation. What are the three types of outcomes? First, we will understand that, because many people very clearly tell that this is what, if a student is able to do something after learning something, then that is what is an outcome. But what are the types of outcomes? There are three types of outcomes. The first one is knowledge, the second one is skill, and the third one is attitude or behavior. So, an outcome will be a knowledge, skill, attitude or behavior, or a combination of all these things. If a person is going to learn something, they should demonstrate that they have acquired a certain level of knowledge, certain kind of knowledge, or they should be able to demonstrate that they have learned a particular skill, or they should be able to demonstrate that they have gathered enough information which has an impact on doing a particular activity with respect to attitude or behavior. Therefore, these are the three kinds of outcomes: knowledge, skill and attitude. What is outcome-based education? Outcome-based education is that kind of an education which is going to guarantee a particular kind of knowledge, a particular kind of skill and a particular kind of attitude to get into a predetermined career or certain activities. Now, by definition, we will see what is outcome-based education. Outcome-based education focuses on and it is an organized educational institutional effort on the entire programs and instructional efforts around the clearly defined outcomes. That is, what effort an educational institution is going to take very clearly for seeing that a student who is going to graduate and go out has a particular kind of knowledge, a particular kind of skill and a particular kind of attitude in order to get into the predetermined career paths they are supposed to get into. This is what is outcome-based education all about. For example, everything starts with defining program educational objectives. Program means, for example, let us say mechanical engineering is a program. Computer science and engineering is a program. I will take mechanical engineering as a program. the program educational objectives of mechanical engineering program can be to prepare students to take up a career in design. It simply means that outcome-based education should guarantee through its curriculum, through its teaching methodology, through its assessment patterns, that a student who is going to pass out of this particular program, which has its educational objective as preparing them to take up a career in design, the student should have knowledge in design, all the skills required for a designer, and they should have all the attitudinal aspects in order to get into that particular field. Automatically, with that kind of knowledge, that kind of skill and that kind of attitude with respect to design, they will be able to take up a career in design. This is what outcome-based education is all about. Therefore, we have to start with a very clear goal. For what that goal or that objective is called as program educational objective. Once that program educational objective is defined, like in this particular example, to prepare students to take up a career in design, then our curriculum should reflect that there is more importance given for design aspects. Automatically, in order to check whether students are learning properly, proper teaching methods and pedagogy has to be used in order to convey the message to students. Then proper assessment patterns has to be used in order to see that students learn properly, because in outcome-based education, the basic principle is assessment leads to learning. If proper assessment patterns are being used, learning will automatically take place. This is what outcome-based education is